Hello everybody, I am back with another video. Now, Holly Dog in My Lens, one of my favorite YouTubers here in the community, recently did a video updating everyone on her summer backlog, and I thought that was an excellent idea and very appropriate for my channel as well because, to be completely honest with you guys, I haven't been doing very well with my backlog. I mean, my initial backlog challenge, I should say, because this stack of games are the games that I've already completed this summer. So, I've already completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games, and my initial backlog was 10 games, and some of these were actually included in my backlog. I don't even really remember the original games that were in my backlog, but for this update, I wanted to go through really quickly and mention the games that I've beaten so far, as well as the games that I plan to work on for the rest of the summer. So, yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I'm not going to go into too much detail with any of these games that I've beaten. If you have any specific questions, definitely leave a comment, and I'll be happy to go into more depth there. But I don't want to run this video too long. So the first one, which was in my backlog, is DuckTales for the Game Boy, sent by my good friend, Matt, Rammstein fan 234, I believe is his username, something like that. This was a really fun platformer. I believe this is almost identical to the NES version. Just obviously with the color sprites and all of that's a bit different. But really fun game. Very challenging towards the end. I'm terrible at platformers, but I'm going to be honest. I used some cheats and I looked up kind of the layouts of the levels that I knew where to go. But beyond that, it was a fun game and I definitely enjoyed it. Professor Layton in the Unbound Future, you guys already know my thoughts on that. Killzone 2, really fun running gun first-person shooter. I enjoyed that. Turned off my brain and kind of just vegged out when I came home from work a few nights. Beat that in like 2 sittings. Uncharted 2, my favorite out of the Uncharted games for sure. Some just excellent cinematic sequences and just over-the-top, gameplay sequences as well. Really pretty crazy, but so great. Uncharted 3, I think they went a little too much over the top for this one. As I said before, Drake's controls bugged me quite a bit, but still really fun, and I enjoyed it. And I've been playing multiplayer a lot, so that's fun. Klonoa, which has become one of my favorite platformers of all time. I really hope I can find a copy of Door to Phantom Isle for the PlayStation 1, because this is just such a fantastic game, and maybe I can find the soundtrack sometime as well, because it's a wonderful soundtrack. Mad World, a wonderful beat-em-up by Sega. You guys have already heard my thoughts on this. It was brutally challenging, very, very graphic, but so fun, and I cannot wait for Anarchy Reigns in 2013, which unfortunately has been pushed back. Lord of the Rings Aragorn's Quest, nothing great here. If you're a Lord of the Rings fanboy, definitely check it out. Very, very easy adventure, but yeah, nothing special there. Knight's Journey of Dreams, quite the contrary to Lord of the Rings Aragorn's Quest. This game is wonderful. Excellent soundtrack, very nice controls. I definitely recommend using the classic controller though, so you can use the twin sticks to kind of move knights around the sky. But awesome music here. Great graphics for the Wii as well. No More Heroes, really fun game. Gets very, very challenging, but also a little too repetitive. I'm hoping that when I pick up No More Heroes 2, I discover that it isn't as repetitive as the first one, because that really brought down the experience for me, and I eventually just kind of ignored the story and just kind of played through it because it really was just too repetitive. Lord of the Rings Aragorn's Quest, you need to get this game. I've already told you guys my thoughts, but criminally underrated. And this pile's like gonna fall over. The first Gears of War, just now getting into the Gears series, I think it's pretty respectable because, now I don't have to really wait for the sequels. I can just play all through 3. And by the time I play through the first 3, Gears of War, whatever, Judgment, whatever the first one's, or the new prequel's called, I can just play through that, so good stuff. Guitar Hero 2, I had a Guitar Hero kick about a few weeks ago, and I played through the career mode on this, and I got 5 stars in every song on medium. Nothing special. And finally, of course, I have beaten Final Fantasy 13! Yes! That was like my Alpha Omega sin, like trying to be as cool as him, but Didn't happen. Final Fantasy 13. I have finally completed this game, my friends, and what a wonderful game this is. I mean, I'm almost hesitant to say this, but it's right up there with Final Fantasy 9 for me. I know many people are like, oh, Rusty, don't say that. But it is. I love it. And I understand the hate and complaints that people have for this game, but I think it's undeserving. I think you just have to, as hard as it is, just put the other Final Fantasies aside and just look at this as its own game, separate from the other games in the franchise, because it is different. I'm aware of that, but it's just, if you look at it as its own game and just try and ignore the whole Final Fantasy thing, it's so good, and the soundtrack is wonderful, and the story is so great. The cinematics are unbelievably crazy and just look so great on the Xbox 360 and PS3, I'm assuming too. But I was so happy to have beaten this. I beat it in about 52 hours, and I was planning on going back and maxing out my character's stats, but realizing that that's going to take about 200 hours, I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Moving on to 13.2. Alright, so really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a quick preview of the games that I plan on playing through the rest of the summer. And then, of course, mid-August, I'll come back and update you guys once again on my progression through these games, because I'll be going back to college August 20th. So I want to go ahead and show you guys the games that I'm going to be playing in the next month or so. Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans. I've already spoken about this, but it is a turn-based RPG set in the beginning of the Dragon Ball Z story. Really great stuff there. A game that I just recently got in the mail. This game is wonderful. I'll speak further about this in a later video, but Holly Dog and My Lens just put up a video about this, so definitely check that out. But that is Theatrhythm, or however you want to pronounce it. Theatrhythm Final Fantasy basically offers all the soundtracks from the Final Fantasy games, except for like the spin-offs, and it's a rhythm game based on all of that music. It's wonderful. I'm sure many of you guys already know about it. I don't need to explain it, but it's great, and I'm loving my time with the game right now. Tales of the Abyss 3D, I'm still working on. Only about 4 hours in, but I'm really enjoying it, and I'm hoping to get further in this throughout the summer. Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles, I definitely plan on sitting down in the next 2 weeks or so and busting through this, because I love the Ys games, and I'm sure this game will be no exception to my love for E7 and Oath and Felghana. Metroid Other M. I only played through the opening sequences of this game. I can definitely tell that it's much different than any other Metroid game I've played, but it looks really great, and I'm looking forward to playing through the rest of this. I believe this is pretty short, so it won't, take too long to complete this. Since I completed Uncharted 3 and 2, I of course have to complete Uncharted 1, Drake's Fortune. Obviously there's going to be a lot of issues with this game, probably a few bugs here and there, but I'm sure I'll be able to overlook those pretty easily. I'm still looking forward to playing this, and I've heard that this is what set off the series, so I'm looking forward to seeing the origins of Drake and seeing how much he's improved, because I've already played the second and third game, so interesting stuff there. And of course, I've already started Eco. I've gotten about an hour into Eco, but I would really like to play through both Eco and Shadow of the Colossus by the end of the summer. Since I completed Final Fantasy 13, I just have this, bug up my butt to play 13-2, and I can't bring myself away from it. I have to play this this summer. So 13-2 I know is much shorter. It's probably about half as long as 13. So if that's the case, I can definitely bust this out in a week pretty easily, I think. A week or two, and I'm really looking forward to playing through this. I've heard, obviously mixed things, but 13 had mixed opinions as well, so if it's anything like 13, which I know it is, I'm going to love it. I know I am. And then, of course, the brutal Prepare to Die Dark Souls. I've already started this. I'm a warrior, and I've already beaten the Asylum Dragon, which was a rough experience, to say the very least. What I'm doing with this game, actually, though, is I am keeping track of the number of times I've died. And what I'm going to do is, once I complete the game, I'm going to do a conclusion video where I discuss my thoughts on the game, and I'm also going to let you know how many times I died throughout my entire experience through the game. So look forward to that, you guys. I think that should be pretty interesting, and I don't know if I can count that high, but we'll see, I guess. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I have quite a bit of gaming to get to over the next month or so. And of course, once Kingdom Hearts comes out at the end of July, I'll be putting down all of these games until I complete that game. It'll be fantastic, but expect a special unboxing when that game comes out. Trust me, I have some pretty interesting stuff planned for that. So stay tuned, guys. I have many videos I've already planned out and kind of sketched out when I'm going to release each of my videos. I have about 8 or 9 planned throughout the rest of the summer. So look forward to those, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more videos very soon.